been missing in action. Has anyone called the police? I've gotten the emails, logged into my email, I think, or messenger the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's hundreds and hundreds of messages. That's what happens when you kind of go dark for a second on the internet. So for those of you who have been waiting for the live streams, let me apologize up front. I have been, we had Gold Digger in Disney last week, and I got really sick. So it's been kind of crazy. So if this is your first show that you're seeing me, my name is Cyndi Williams. I'm known as the Wanderlust CEO. I help people grow, scale, and supersize their travel businesses. I'm known for a few things, my amazing earrings, which check out these jewels. I felt like these would get me out of my sickness, and so I put them on, and I kind of feel like Cleopatra. I'm not sure what's happening this morning, but it's working. And I have an insane coffee mug collection. This one is from Small World. You can only get this one at the Small World store in the Magic Kingdom, and it says it's a small world on the inside. It's so cute. So I did miss the live stream yesterday. I was still pretty ill. I was canceling all my calls except for my client calls, so I was conserving my voice for my paid clients, of course, to take care of them, make sure they had everything they needed. But I just wanted to pop on and tell you guys I'm still alive. I haven't disappeared, and share a little bit about the Disney Gold Digger and the fun that we had and some of the jewels and nuggets we took away, and also ask you, where are you on your New Year's resolution? And I know you're like, oh, right, it's day 20. The data tells us you've already, most people have already quit at this point. But I'm here to tell you and share with you, like, New Year's resolutions don't have to happen just at New Year's, right? If you are a real, true entrepreneur and you are a real business owner scaling your business focused on growth, you don't care if it's January 1st or if it's April 30th or October 20th. It doesn't matter. You're always going after that next goal. So even if you feel like you're not where you want to be 4 weeks into the new year, that's okay. Like, why are you letting that get into that's just a story you're telling yourself. That's just a mindset thing. Something we talked about at the Gold Digger retreat was, set a goal so big you have to become a new person to accomplish it, right? Stuff like that takes time, right? And if you wrote down a goal, and it's the other thing is too, like, you guys are in wave season. If you're not busy right now, on a side note, if you're not busy right now as a travel agent, even if your marketing is crap, you should still be pretty busy right now because it's wave season, right? If not, then it's, maybe just where you are in your business and things that are fixable, no judgment there. But I know it's wave season, so you're busy. Some of you might have to start your new year on February 1st, and that's okay too. So give yourself a little, I had to really get there with patience this week, guys, because I don't do like 20 miles an hour. I do 0 when I sleep, and I do 100 all day long. It's who I am. I love to work. I'm passionate about what I do. I love helping my clients. So when I get sick, it hits me, and there's nothing you can do. You have to take care of yourself. It's your body's way of saying, whoa, slow down, like you're doing too much. And let me tell you, I've been training and doing for 20 years. I've been training, and this was one of the toughest events I had to do. It wasn't even the largest event I've ever done. It was pretty large, which was awesome, but it's not the biggest. Like, I've done events for hundreds and thousands of people, right? But because I was the headliner, right, for my own event, I got really ill the night before. We had the VIP suite. We were staying at the Bay Lake, 3-bedroom, 2-story. I mean, gorgeous suite, right? You guys, I took my VIPs to the VIP dinner. I couldn't even breathe to like walk back to the resort. I had to ask them to get me a golf cart to drive me to the monorail. I'm still coughing. I feel fine. Trust me. I'm just at the end of the recovery. But I could barely walk. That evening, went back to the suite, went straight to bed with only having like 2 bites of my dinner. And it was like fever chills, got up in the morning, and I'm like, all these people are here to see me. We have to make this happen. So took all the, medication and pumped myself up, got there, got it done, brought it. And it was an amazing event, but it was one of the hardest ones I had to do because you had to perform being sick, being ill. So they brought it, you know, Disney was so great. They brought a microphone in for me, which I don't need a microphone for almost any group size because I'm loud, but it was quite a journey. And if you guys haven't heard, there's all kinds of flu and stuff going around Disney, and some other people at the retreat unfortunately picked it up too. So that last day was a little bit rough, I think, for everyone, but made it through. But what it reminded me of is, you know, sometimes your body will remind you when you're doing too much too fast. Sometimes your body will give you that indicator that, you know, just slow down a little bit. You have to take care of yourself so you can take care of others always. So at any rate, when I talk about goals, a couple of tips for you guys. One, have you set your goals for the year? If you haven't, do it now. You don't have to. If you miss January 1st, who cares? Dates don't matter. But the other thing I want to encourage you about when we talk about goal setting is make sure you're doing a play it safe goal. We talked about this at Goal Digger too, and this is one of the jewels we took away. Like, your goal should be so big it sounds crazy to other people. That's how you know you're on the right track with your goal setting, okay? And you already know what this is. You're probably afraid to say it out loud for fear of being judged. That's normal. That's actually a good sign that you are on the right path to being a true entrepreneur, right? What's that big thing that I want to do? What's that big thing that I want to create? What's that big thing I want to accomplish that I almost don't want to say it because if it doesn't happen, I'll be embarrassed, right? BS. You got to throw that out the window. When you say it, it helps you hold yourself accountable, right? Because if you say it, then your mind starts working towards it. So that's the first one. Don't play it small. I'm talking about writing down a goal, 1 or 2 goals where you're going to have to become someone new to accomplish that goal, right? And the second thing when we talk about goal planning, whenever I set a goal, the very next thing, and a lot of people will say, yes, here's my goal. And I'll say, great, what's your plan to get there? And they'll say, well, I don't know. That's why I need you. That's great. And those are my, some things that we're coaching. But if you're doing this for yourself, what are the actionable things you have to do to get to that goal? Are you going to have to change something lifestyle-wise? Are you going to have to invest in some automation and some technology? Are you going to have to invest in some training? Is there some education? Do you need a mentor? Is there something that you need information-wise? Or maybe you need to outsource something in your business so you can take your attention over here. I don't know what the things are, but you have to decide, in order to get to this goal, what do I really have to do? What do I really need to get there? So this happens to me a lot because, like, I'm good at doing a lot of aspects of my business, but as my business grows, we doubled in 2018, we tripled in 2019. So now, the exercise of scaling your team and delegating things off that I know how to do, but it does not serve my business to do things because I have to remain the visionary of the company that is, setting the new goals, keeping the team on task, hitting our numbers and hitting the things that we're doing. My job is to steer the ship, right? So I can't get into the minutia of editing videos anymore, right? So there's certain things that we're having to start to outsource and do different things. So there are some things like that probably in your business that you're hanging on to because you're a control freak. And I get it, no judgment. I'm super control freak. It's hard for me to let anything go. But unless you can let some things go so you can your mind to do the visionary stuff, like every butt that was in that seat at Goal Digger, those butts were in those seats at my event during wave season, planning out their huge goals for the next 1 to 3 years, right? They felt like it was important enough to, in the middle of wave season, show up, fly to Orlando, participate, interact, engage, get the information, do all the things necessary so they could plan that vision and start to put structure in place. So if you're doing that for yourself, recognize at some point you can't continue to be the top salesperson in your business and the business owner. Like, you have to figure out how you're going to manage both of those pieces, right? So part of that is figuring out the actions. So that's step 2. So step 1, what's the big goal? Don't play it safe. The big life-changing goal, the one that's going to change your life, that's going to get you on a different playing it bigger and change your lifestyle. Secondly, what are the actions you need to take? And by the way, just setting the goal and then continuing doing the same stuff you've always been doing is not going to get you to the goal. It didn't get you to the goal last year. It's not going to get you the goal this year. So you have to figure out, what do you need to do that's different? You have to do that something different. Some of it might not be great. Some of, that's the other thing with being an entrepreneur. Sometimes you got to test and trial things. It's better to be fearful but forward instead of sit but comfortable. If you keep doing what you've always been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've always been getting. We know this. You guys have heard this. I'm not the first person to have said it, right? So what do you need to do differently this year that's going to move you in the direction of that goal in a big way? If you have a big goal, you have to have big actions to get you to your big goal, okay? And then the last one is accountability. So accountability can come in a lot of forms. The first thing I always say is make sure you write it down. I have my goals on a whiteboard where I look at them every day. They're on the screensaver of my computer. They're on the screensaver of my phone every time I look at it. So my goals are always, front and center in terms of seeing them on a daily basis. That's kind of step one to remind yourself, but also you need to tell someone your goals. Just keeping them on a piece of paper. So in a relationship where you're working with a coach or mentor, like if you're in our Careers on Vacation program, that's something we have you write down and commit to and dedicate in week one. But if you're doing it for yourself, you need to find a partner, a friend, someone, and don't skip this step because it's really important, because this is the part that makes you follow through. Right? Because writing it on a piece of paper, that's safe. No one really knows it's there. Maybe I accomplish it. Maybe I don't. Same BS you've been saying for 5 years, right? If you want to get serious about doing it, tell your spouse, tell a friend, and, shoot for someone who's supportive, right? We want to always protect our circle and work with people that fan your flames, that they don't try to extinguish them. But the point being is that way you've said it. It's out in the air. It's out in the open. When we were at the Goal Digger retreat, Kelly G, who's my mindset mentor, she's one of the experts that works in our programs with us and works with all of our clients on their mindset. She said, say it in the space because it's powerful. We're all here doing goals. We're all here talking about it. Share your goals with each other. And a lot of people did that. Some people were brave enough and raised their hand and said, in front of this room of all these people, this is what my goal is and this is what I'm committing to. We had someone stand up and say, I'm already $1 million agent. I want to be a $10 million agent. I was like, yes, now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere, right? So you have to do that same thing for yourself if you're not at a retreat. Our next retreat's not for a whole nother year, right? So at any rate, if you're doing those things, I want to encourage you. That is the stuff that will make it stick. So guys, I know this wasn't live streamed, but I wanted to just jump on and share some of the love from Goal Digger from me to you. If you're thinking about scaling and growing and you're tired of being in the cycle of your travel business not growing, or you've been thinking about starting, you want to make sure you do it the right way, we work for you. We help you do that. We don't work for or affiliate with any particular host. The advice that we help you in terms of growing, scaling, and supersizing your business is a very one-on-one relationship. So consider Careers on Vacation. You can apply at careersonvacation.com/ready now. We'd love to just do a discovery call and see if our goals align. If they do, you can begin the application process. If not, you'll still get some great information about next steps and kind of helping you on your path. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to say, look at my favorite. This guy, I could not find him anywhere in Disney this summer, and I got my Forky plushie. I'm so happy. So he'll be around soon. I hope he brings you some joy today. So I'm going to get back on my cold medicine, and I will see you guys next week. I'm so glad to be out of bed. Thank you for hanging in there. We're getting back to all the messages as soon as we can. Love you guys. I wish you so much love and abundance. And as always, I wish you the world. Bye, guys.
Meg loves to travel. She's tired of her stressful job and wishes she could have her own travel business. Meg heard travel agents get amazing discounts and work from home or while they travel. This sounds perfect, but Meg has no idea where to start. Meg is worried she will fail because she's never worked in travel, and launching a business is overwhelming. That's when Meg found Careers on Vacation, which taught Meg everything she needed to launch her portable, profitable travel business. Meg got to work with industry expert Cyndi Williams and the Careers on Vacation team to launch her travel business in just weeks. Now Meg is helping families book dream vacations, earning amazing commissions and traveling the world. Meg is so grateful she found careers on vacation.